Kelly Clarkson's response to learning Brandon Blackstock was sick after divorce. Sometimes the biggest thing a person can do is the thing no one sees. For Kelly Clarkson, that moment came when she learned her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, was sick and decided to handle it in a way that nobody could twist into tabloid fodder. Clarkson and Blackstock had been through hell together. 7 years of marriage that ended in a bruising, dragged-out divorce. Courtrooms, legal filings, custody negotiations, money battles, all of it played out under the public's flashlight. She got the house, primary custody of their 2 kids, River, 11, and Remington, 9, and the kind of scars that don't fade when the ink on the divorce decree dries. Then came the news that changed everything. Brandon was sick. Not a cold, not something that would pass with a few days in bed. Cancer. A fight he kept private for more than 3 years, and one that, according to sources close to Clarkson, she met with something the public rarely gives celebrities credit for: restraint. When she found out that he was sick, she remained protective of him for their sake, an insider told People. Kelly has always tried to keep things classy. In other words, she could have taken the bait when the split got ugly. She could have aired every bitter detail in interviews and sold the heartbreak for headlines. She didn't. She played the long game for the only audience that mattered: their kids. The source says it became clear earlier this year that Brandon's health was failing fast. Clarkson, who had already weathered the most difficult 2 years of her life with the divorce, was suddenly staring down a different kind of loss. Not her loss, but theirs. River's. Remington's. She shifted gears instantly. The residency shows in Las Vegas? Put on hold. Talk show schedules? Rearranged. Fully present for her kids became the priority, and everything else could wait. That's not to say the past disappeared. The divorce had been, as one source put it, messy, painful, and something she felt terrible about. They fought over property. They fought over spousal support. At one point, she was paying him $150,000 a month. She later sued him for unlawful business dealings while he was her manager and won. But none of that made it into the conversations with River and Remington. She never spoke poorly about Brandon to the kids, the source added. The quiet months leading up to his death on August 7th told their own story. Clarkson missed episodes of The Kelly Clarkson Show. She ducked the spotlight without explanation. Fans speculated. Some thought burnout, others thought career changes. The truth was far heavier. And when the news came, the family statement was bare and honest. Brandon bravely battled cancer for more than 3 years. He passed away peacefully and was surrounded by family. Clarkson hasn't made a public statement yet. No big Instagram tribute, no emotional talk show monologue. Just the same silence she kept during his illness. In an industry addicted to oversharing, she's chosen to keep this one close to the vest. Maybe because it's too raw. Maybe because she knows that in grief, the loudest love is the kind that doesn't have to announce itself. Her kids will grow up knowing their mom didn't just fight for them in court. She fought for their right to remember their dad without bitterness clouding the picture. And that might end up being the quietest, most powerful move of Kelly Clarkson's life.